Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and I figured I would actually make a follow-up video on the episode discussions I did for Pokemon Horizons the other day, this time focusing on episodes 7 through 10 because we got summaries for these episodes. So now that we got full context as to what these episodes are going to be about, I want to talk about it in this video, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But before we do that, I just want to say, if you're someone that's new to the channel, you like this type of content, you should probably subscribe to the channel. I talk about upcoming episodes for the Pokemon Horizons series. I do live streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You know, I usually do some gaming streams on Mondays and Wednesdays. I do these type of videos, and then I have the Pokemon Horizons live discussions where I talk about the episodes with you guys. So you should definitely check those out. You know, if you got a chance, you know, participate in the live discussions, because it'd be pretty cool if you would do that. Anyways, let's talk about these episodes now. Okay, so episode 7, airing on May 19th. The summary for training Captain Pikachu goes as follows. As the Rising Volt Tacklers continue their journey through the skies, Liko and Roy decide to train under Captain Pikachu in order to get better at Pokemon battling. Neither Sprigatito or Fuecoco are even remotely a match for the overwhelmingly powerful Cap. But the training makes Liko realize something. Oh boy. Okay, so this is going to be pretty brief because I pretty much hit the nail on the head in my original video, just because I kind of knew that going into this would be a training focused episode for Liko and Roy, since they're pretty inexperienced and they really need to kind of just step it up and, you know, defend themselves, because like if Freed's not around, what are they going to do? They're going to get captured by the explorers, they're going to be defeated by them, so they need to be able to defend themselves. So yep. Not really much to say here, but it does say that Liko does realize something. So I'm interested to see if it's something to do with her pendant, or if it's just maybe like Sprigatito, because Sprigatito in episode 2 at the very end showed some, you know, potential to being like a pretty powerful Pokemon, since it surprised everybody. So maybe it's something that Liko realizes, and maybe, you know, bonding with her Pokemon and being in sync with her Pokemon, you know, channels that energy again. Who knows, but I'm curious to see how this training episode is going to go when it airs on May 19th. Okay, for episode 8, airing on May 26th, The Secret of the Door That Can't Be Opened. It goes as follows. The Rising Volt Tackler's airship is very low on provisions, potentially as a result of someone snitching food. Wonder who that could be. Reluctantly, the crew splits up to go buy foodstuffs or groceries while Liko watches the ship. After swiftly finishing her laundry and cleaning assignments, she decides to sneak a peek at what Roy called a very special secret. Now, admittedly, based on the summary, it does still feel kind of fillerish. Like, it feels like we're padding out time on our way to Paldea, since we've been heading to Paldea since the end of episode 3. But I still think this episode could potentially be interesting. Like, the special secret, it's obviously going to be probably the reveal that old dude is like Nidothing or something like that. Like, we're not going to get the full-on reveal. Like, Liko and Roy find out that it is the old dude definitively. I get the feeling that the special secret is going to be the Nidothing costume. And that's when they speculate, oh, is somebody on the ship actually Nidothing? And that's kind of what they do. It's kind of like the Naruto episode where they try to figure out what's behind Kakashi's mask. They could do something similar here where they try to speculate who it is, and then they ultimately don't figure it out. Or they just do some funny gags here. There's some potential here for like maybe a gag focus episode, which I wouldn't mind here and there. But I'm very curious to see like what's going to happen in this episode. Is Nidothing going to be revealed? Are we going to know it's that old dude, or is it going to be potentially somebody else? Who knows, but I guess look forward to this episode when it airs on May 26th. Okay, moving on to the Paldea episode. So, episode 9, airing on June 2nd, the arrival in Paldea. The summary goes as follows. The Rising Volt Tacklers arrive in the Paldea region, where Liko's home is. Where Liko, Freed, and Roy are received by Liko's father, Alex. Oh boy. Liko tries to relax now that she's back home for the first time in a while, but is surprised to learn that Alex wants her to keep staying there. Liko's adventure had just started. Is this where it's going to end? And the short answer to that is no. Absolutely not. What a shock. But I think the most interesting thing here, honestly, is the reveal of Liko's father. Alex. Alex! Interesting name for Liko's father, so I'm gonna pour one out to all those people that thought that Ash was Liko's dad. Well, that theory is officially in the dirt. It's officially dead. Sorry, guys. Gonna pour one out for y'all. Ash is probably still 10 years old, just traveling out somewhere else in the world. Just not here anymore on screen. So there's that, but I'm very interested. I'm getting some Bianca vibes here because that's how her father was in black and white, so that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. So I'm curious to see how this episode goes, and maybe we'll get Liko's goal here. Like, we'll get like a firm goal for her and what she wants to do in this series and why she wants to continue adventuring. So I'm very curious to see how this episode is going to go because I think it's going to be an interesting one. Okay, so moving on to the last episode here, episode 10, airing on June 9th, Nimona and Brassius. Alex takes Liko and Roy to visit Brassius, the gym leader of Bulltown, which we'll, for the sake of this summary, we're going to call it Bulltown because I think it's funny. But it turns out that the gym is closed. But as Liko and Roy are at their wits' end now that they weren't able to meet him, the champion-ranked trainer Nimona approaches them and takes them to Brassius. Okay, so I am very curious to see how this episode is going to go and what Liko and Roy are doing here. Are they challenging Brassius? Are we going to get Liko versus Brassius or Roy versus Brassius? Is there a reason why they're coming to the gym and meeting with him? I'm super curious to see how things are going to go. And it makes me wonder if we're going to be in Paldea for a while here. Maybe we're going to be in Paldea for the rest of the series. Who knows? But I am really curious to see how this is going to go. Like, is Liko and Roy participating in a treasure hunt, just like in the games, or is the series just doing something completely different? Are they going to be participating in the gym challenge, or are they here looking for information on Liko's pendant and Roy's Pokeball, and why they're connected? Based on what we're seeing here, I feel like they're going to face off against the gym leader, because that's kind of what it seems like they're doing. Obviously, we don't have the full information of what these episodes are going to be about, so I think when we get to episode 9, we're going to see what Liko's goal is going to be and how it leads into episode 10. So I'm very curious to see what happens in this episode. I'm very excited to see Nimona in the series. So yeah, I am very much looking forward to this episode. Alrighty guys, that's all I got for this video. So in the comment section down below, I'd like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about these upcoming episodes now that we got the summaries out for them? What do you think is going to happen to them? What do you think Liko's goal is going to be? What's Roy's goal going to be? Are they going to face off against Brassius in episode 10? What do you think about Nimona? What do you think about Liko's dad being Alex and not Ash? I'm very curious to see what you guys think. So post those thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you're someone that's new to the channel, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And have a good day or night wherever you're at, guys. And I will see you all later. Boy.